One second, guys. Trying to make sure this is running okay. Give me just 1 second. Okay, I think my bit rate on here is running fine. Ricky, is it running smooth for you? One second. Trying to test how long it takes for the stream to respond. Okay. Alrighty, welcome to the final scene. Let's get started.
Dear Bess, remember Maya Wynn from high school? I'm visiting her in St. Louis. We have tickets to tonight's premiere of the new Brady Armstrong movie, Vanishing Destiny. It's the last screening ever at the Royal Palladium. This place has been a landmark for almost a century, and now in just 3 days, it's going to be demolished. I wish I could have seen the theater back in the 20s before it was turned into a movie house. All the great magicians performed here, even Harry Houdini. There's a lot of public opposition to the loss of this historic building. Rumor has it local activists are planning to stage a big protest out front tonight. The theater will be closed when we arrive, but they'll let us in since Maya is covering the story for the university newspaper. Oh boy, a press pass sure does come in handy. Maya told me she has an interesting lead, and we're on our way to interview Brady Armstrong about the controversy now. I know he's one of your favorite stars. Stay tuned. Maya always gets the full scoop. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Alright, we're at the Royal Palladium Theater now.
Okay, Nancy, here I go.
Woohoo!
Cross your fingers, there's a story behind this door.
Go get him, Scoop.
Meet you in the
Go
lobby.
get him, Maya.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing.
Is this thing on?
Hello.
Think I'll go check out the snacks.
Go get some snacks. Oh.
Sounds like Maya.
Oh! Friend! Trouble! 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 Let's beat him up! Let's beat him up! Let's beat him up! Oh wait, he's not here. What's going on?
Hello?
Listen carefully. If they knock the theater down, the girl goes with it.
What?
Hello?
Who is this?
That's a threat.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Well, that was weird. Who's on the
You'll
phone?
never get away with this. Do you hear me?
Hello?
You're messing with the wrong girls, whoever you are. She's a reporter and I'm a detective, and we don't scare easy.
This is Joseph Hughes, the caretaker. I'm looking for Brady Armstrong. He said he'd be there. Who's this? And what's all the excitement?
My friend has disappeared from Brady's dressing room. I heard her scream. I think she's been kidnapped.
Now, please try to calm down and tell me what's going on. What's your name, dear?
I'm Nancy. My friend Maya's gone, and I just received a threatening phone call from the kidnapper.
Well, they must have taken her through that secret passageway. Holy smokes! And you're on an inside line. That call must have come from inside the building. We gotta act quick. You check out the secret passageway. I'll make sure all the exits are locked, and then I'll come find you.
Hey, you. No
Hi.
groupies in the dressing rooms. But since you're such a rascally fan, what would you say to a signed autograph from yours truly?
Oh goodness, I'm so honored.
I beg your pardon?
Take a breath and pinch yourself because it's really happening. Brady Armstrong in the flesh. Star of Vanishing
I'm gonna
Destiny?
get sick.
Go ahead, faint. I'll catch you.
I am swooning, sir.
I'm Nancy Drew, starring in a real-life emergency here. I need to find my friend Maya Wynn.
Remind me not to appoint you president of my fan club.
Ouch.
So what was your friend doing in my dressing room?
Weren't you expecting her? I thought she emailed you to set up an interview for her article.
All my email go through Simone. She reads it, she writes back. Control issues, you know? Off the record. Any message that says love Brady is just a big electronic smooch from her.
That's just disturbing.
What a ripoff. If your devoted fans only knew.
Simone Mueller, CEO of my life. My agent. Focus on being wholesomely
Only
smoldering, she says, and leave the rest to me. So I do. She's been setting up Premier HQ in the women's dressing room. Haven't you heard her snarling at people on the phone?
So, you didn't hear a girl screaming a few minutes ago?
Maybe you better tell me what's going on here.
I heard Maya scream. When I got here, she was gone, vanished. And then I got a creepy phone call from the kidnapper.
But where could they have taken her? What did they say?
I think I'd better discuss that with the police.
Sure thing. How can I help?
The caretaker was looking for you. See if you can help him.
Roger.
Hey, Jenny. How are you doing? Well, welcome to the stream.
It's locked. It's locked.
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. I'm broken. Nancy's broken. When is Nancy never broken, you know? I love just taking the most random things. Let's let this down. Actually, that would be kind of funny if you could let that crate fall on Nancy. That sounds painful. I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. Are you enjoying the slightly warmer weather that's going to be coming up? Woman's
It's
dressing
locked.
room. Wait.
It's locked.
Oh, that's right. I can't get into her room yet. I have to go through Brady's room. It's been a while since I played, so I'm trying to remember everything. Oh, yes, 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 yes. The painting. Gotta pull that lever. Come on. There we go. It's been a long time since I played through this game. I mean, I don't even remember the last time I played it. Snake was here. How have you been doing with recovering from your surgery, by the way? I know it's been, what, a month, give or take?
I may have to cut this short, Hal. Someone just climbed out of my wardrobe.
Can't you see I'm on the phone here?
This is an emergency!
This is an emergency.
Come on,
I'm
lady.
looking for a 19-year-old girl with black hair.
Listen, sweetheart, I have a premiere tonight and no stylist for my star. So don't tell me about problems.
Don't give me
You don't
that
understand.
sass.
I think my friend is in trouble.
I said scram.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna hit you with my wand.
This calls priority. Try me later.
Lady, talk to me.
This calls priority. Try me later.
That is just wrong. She doesn't care. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Glad you're here, Jenny. Hope you have fun watching. JJ Thompson. Got a lot of hair on his face. It's kind of funny. Very, very bearded man. What's up, Nicholas Falcone?
No teeny boppers till showtime. House rules.
Have you seen my friend Maya? She's 19, 5'5", black hair. She has on running shoes, jeans, and a black shirt with butterflies on it.
And the crisis is...
She's a reporter doing a story on the theater demolition. She was trying to interview Brady Armstrong.
Forget Chomstrong. If she wants the real story, she better talk to me.
And who might you be?
Hollywood? The fantastic plastic vacuum? I wouldn't go there in a pig's suitcase. I'm Nicholas Falcone, solemnly sworn to lead the forces of Hadit and slay the dragon of corporate Generica. Who are you? And what's with the doom and gloom?
I'm Nancy, but I think I missed something.
Generica?
Haven't you heard? The battle is on. There's a human chain forming out front as we speak. But all that can wait. It's obvious you got a situation, so what's up?
Situation?
Situation? Well, that's
Sure.
a delicate word for a kidnapping.
Kidnapping? That's a high-profile tactic. Somebody means business. So what's the demands?
Don't you mean what are
Let's
the
poke at
demands?
his grammar.
Who are you, my freshman English teacher?
Sorry, but in my experience, people take you more seriously if you speak properly.
So what's the demands?
He just does it anyways.
Suddenly, Maya's fate is tied to this theater. They said that if it gets demolished, she'll go with it.
No kidding. That'll blast those bureaucrats and corporate bigwigs out of their dream world. Applause for the cause. We need all the help we can get.
You must be joking if you think any building is worth more than a human life. And it's a lousy joke, by the way.
I'm sorry. I know you're upset, but they won't mess with your friend. They just took her for effect. It's called making a statement.
Oh, so this is just a pretend kidnapping. I never would have guessed. Maya's scream sounded so real.
She'll be okay. Trust me.
I'm not about to take that chance.
If you need a phone, there's an outside line in the ticket booth.
Oh, man. No one cares about Maya. Like, everybody's just like, okay, I don't really care. You know? Everybody's just selfish. Probably should have done senior mode on this. That would have been fun. I usually just do junior, and so I just kind of automatically do that. Let's see. Let's go meet Joseph. Actually, yeah. We'll meet Joseph first before we do anything else.
You must be Nancy.
What's up?
The worry's written all over your face. Well, I'm Joe. I started
You're
to
not
look for
Joe.
you, but
Joe
then I
Hardy
figured
is
better
Joe.
to
You're
park myself
Joseph.
and let you find me. Any trace of your friend?
Not a trace, and the dressing room is in ship shape. If I hadn't heard her scream, I'd think she had just disappeared in a puff of smoke.
What about calling the police? There's an outside line in the ticket booth.
That's a good idea.
Okay, everybody just doesn't want to talk to me. They're just like, just talk to the police right now. Okay. Fine. I love how you can just hit 911 on here. Saves a little bit of time.
St. Louis
St. Louis Police
I'm
Department.
calling to report a kidnapping.
Is the kidnapping in progress?
No.
Hold on, miss. I'll transfer you to the missing persons unit.
Missing persons, Sergeant Mac Ramsey speaking.
I'm calling to report a kidnapping. No longer in progress.
And who am I speaking with, please?
My name is Nancy Drew.
Okay, Miss Drew. Now, did you witness this kidnapping?
No, but I heard it.
What exactly did you hear?
My friend went
Yeah, I
into
know
a
what you mean,
dressing
Jenny.
room.
I usually
was out in
play
the hall, and I
all
heard
the
her
games on
scream,
junior as
So I
well.
went in after her, but
A
she
few
was
times
gone.
I'll do senior.
When and
A
where
few
did this
times.
happen?
Just now, at the Royal Palladium Theater.
And what's your friend's name, Miss Drew?
Maya Nguyen.
Can you spell that, please?
M-A-Y-A, last name N-G-U-Y-E-N.
Age?
19.
Physical description.
She's Asian American. I guess about 5'5", long black hair.
So you didn't actually witness anything, is that right?
I heard her screaming, and I received a threatening phone call. That must count for something.
A threat. Can you describe the voice? Was it a man or a woman?
It was spooky. I think they were using some voice disguise device.
Yes. That'll make it impossible to tell the gender of the caller. Did you notice anything suspicious looking in the vicinity?
No.
No suspects. Any visible signs of struggle in the dressing room? Did your friend leave
I'm
anything
curious
behind?
if
Her
the
purse?
voice of
Anything
Sergeant
that might have fallen out
McRamsey
of her
did
pockets?
anyone else in the history
No.
games.
No evidence.
What?
Does your friend work at the theater?
No, she's a student
Oh,
at Washington University.
Does your friend have any enemies?
Maya? I highly doubt it.
And what business did Maya have entering the theater dressing room?
She's a reporter for the school paper. She was there to do an interview.
What about Maya's parents? Have they been contacted?
They're in Vietnam this time of year. I don't know how to contact them.
Okay, miss. I'll file this report. After 24 hours, if she hasn't turned up, we consider her a missing person and begin to investigate.
How can she turn up? She's been kidnapped.
Unlikely. With all the scuttlebutt around this demolition, this stinks of student prank.
A prank? But this building is going to be demolished in 72 hours. How can we afford to take that chance?
How do you mean?
The kidnapper must be holding her in the building, don't you think?
Unlikely. No competent kidnapper keeps their captive
Hey
anywhere
Jennifer,
near the scene of
what
the
is
abduction.
your favorite
Is there
puzzle in the
anything else,
Nancy
Miss
Drew
Drew?
games?
Sergeant, I
And
really
what
don't
is
think we
your
can
least
afford
favorite
to
puzzle?
wait 24 hours.
It's standard procedure, Miss Drew. Unless you can provide us with some evidence that your friend was taken by force, it's 24 hours.
Thanks, Sergeant. I'll call you back when I have the evidence.
You do that.
Bye.
Aw, poor Nancy. Call one of her best friends. See if Bess and George have anything to say. I think they would.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, Bess. It's Nancy.
Nancy,
What's up?
it's about time. How's St. Louis?
Something terrible has happened. Maya went to Brady's dressing room to interview him. I guess he wasn't there. She screamed, and now she's gone. I think she's been kidnapped.
Oh my gosh. Why would anyone want to kidnap Maya?
I received a threatening phone call. Somebody wants desperately to stop this demolition, and they're holding Maya as a bargaining tool.
That's terrible. Have you called the police?
I called all right, but get this. According to standard procedure, they can't get involved until Maya has been missing for 24 hours.
What could possibly be standard about a girl getting kidnapped?
They're not convinced it's a kidnapping.
Well, how did she disappear then? Poof?
Poof?
Alakazam?
Alakazam?
Sergeant Ramsey says it could be a prank, or Maya might have just taken off or something.
Sergeant Ramsey obviously doesn't know Wash U's most dedicated reporter.
It's true. The only way she would have abandoned this story is if someone dragged her away from it.
Do Maya's parents know?
They always travel this time of year, remember? And besides, I've got to find Maya before this demolition. I doubt her parents could get back from the other side of the world before then anyway.
What a mess.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been so personally attached to a case.
Call me back when you know more. I'll get a hold of George and Ned and let them know what's going on. Poor Maya. I guess the only consolation is that she's got you on the rescue mission.
And let's call Ned. 4357.
Hello?
What's up,
it's me.
Nedwin?
Nancy. Bess called and told me what happened with Maya. I've been worried sick.
Did she tell you what the police
Darn,
said?
Bess called
About
fast.
24 hours delay? Yeah, she told me. But I have faith in you, Nancy. You've solved plenty of cases before without help from the police. So let's get down to business. Who are your suspects?
It seems there were only 4 people in the building at the time of the kidnapping, besides Maya and myself. Brady Armstrong, Simone Mueller, his agent, Nicholas Falcone, a political activist, and the caretaker, Joseph Hughes.
Any hunches?
Not yet. I've got a lot of work to do.
Call me anytime. I'll try to stay close to the phone.
Bye, Ned.
Bye, Nancy.
Well, that was short-lived. I love this theater design. It's so pretty.
Nancy, what's the 411?
The 411?
Come on, Nancy. That's vintage slang. You know, the 411, the deal, the lowdown.
Oh, the information.
Exactly.
So, humans against the destruction of illustrious theaters. Tell me about it.
This theater's a spotted owl. It's a humpback whale. It's endangered. Illustrious buildings testify to our finest human hours. They should be celebrated, not bulldozed to make way for cardboard megaplexes. Need I say more?
Do you know what they plan to build on this spot after the theater is gone?
Oh, it's very hush-hush. The name of the building firm is Wave of the Future, and the owner is some B. Thompson, descendant of J.J. Thompson, but he's never available for comment. Fishy, right? $10 says B stands for baloney.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
I love it when you said that. On the flip side, let's go talk to Joseph again. And then let's try to go see if Simone will actually bother to talk to us.
What did the police say?
According to their policy, Maya's not officially missing yet. If I want their help before tomorrow, I have to come up with some evidence of foul play.
But this theater's going to be torn down in 3 days. Did you tell them that?
They say it's unlikely that the kidnapper would keep her in the building.
Well, I checked all the outside doors, and they're locked up tight. Only folks who've been in the theater all day are Brady and Simone, you and Maya, Nicholas Falcone, and myself.
Are you counting yourself as a suspect?
I was up here in the projector room, sound testing for the premiere. But I'd be disappointed in your detective work if you didn't put me through the ringer like a regular suspect.
Sound testing. Yeah, I think I remember hearing you practicing your MC voice now that you mention it.
I reckon if the kidnapper wants the demolition stopped, they must be keeping Maya somewhere in the building.
Right, I agree. That's why I'm going to turn this theater inside out until I find her.
That's the spirit. Now, what's your plan of attack?
Actually, I don't remember having that bit of conversation before. That's interesting.
Operation Bust a Kidnapper is about to begin. Where can I get an insider's guide to all of the secret passages in this place?
Try calling county administration. The records division keeps that type of stuff. I bet a blueprint would show secret passages that even I've never found. Ask for the original plans, not the ones from the 56 remodel.
What was the 56 remodel all about?
J.J. Thompson, the original owner, died in 1950. His kids inherited it and decided that movie theaters were the wave of the future. Anyway, I've spent the last 40-something years finding my way around this place, so let me know if I can help.
Thanks, Joseph.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
Don't let the turkeys get you down. You know, that would have actually been kind of a fun Nancy Drew shirt to have had. Don't let the turkeys get you down.
There was a key here.
There was a key.
There was
here.
a key here.
There was a key here.
There was a key here.
There was a key here. I like how I can just poke through Joseph's things and he doesn't yell at me. It's like we've only known each other for like 7 minutes and, well, technically longer than that since they have spoken a little bit before, but, you know.
Hey there, Nancy.
Oh, whoa, there's a lot to talk about.
So where will you go after the demolition? Are you planning to retire?
Greasewood, Arizona. My brother Jake is there. It's a tiny town with no movie theater, so we're gonna put one on the map. I got some money saved.
The history of this theater is so rich. I'm surprised the city of St. Louis isn't more interested in preserving it.
Well, they are interested. The Historical Society's been working like the dickens to get this place declared a landmark. But someone downtown has been stalling. They're awfully close.
Gotta go now.
Bye.
Alrighty. Yeah, I remember how they reused some of these photos in later Nancy Drew games. It's kind of fun that they did that. Like, I know in Ghost Dogs and Lake, Emily Griffin was selling movie, I think it was movie tapes that had a couple of those photos on there. Hey, what's up, Simone?
Nancy Drew, Simone Mueller. Don't worry, Vanishing Destiny is off. We've got bigger fish to fry.
The premiere's been canceled?
Of course. I mean, a kidnapping? Right out of my star's dressing room? The premiere is small potatoes. It's worth more to us canceled, or at least postponed. When the news gets out, the whole nation will be watching.
I'm worried sick about my friend here, and all you can think of is another media event.
Where are you from?
River Heights. Why?
Yes, precisely. River Heights. Listen, doll, I'm from L.A. This ain't my first time at the rodeo. We'll find your friend, or Brady Armstrong will, and when he does, every girl in America will wish she'd been kidnapped instead of Maya what's-her-name.
Earth to Simone! This is not a movie!
But what could be better for the image of an on-screen hero than to save someone in real life, huh? Agents wait their whole careers for a chance like this.
My friend's in trouble. This is not a career opportunity.
Honey, you've got spunk. Ever consider acting? This girl power thing is red hot right now. Of course, we'd have to think of a stage name. Nancy Drew is so utterly forgettable.
You're just unbelievable.
How long have you been Brady's agent?
I discovered him on an electric spring morning 6 years ago. He was working the original Coney Dog stand on Sunset Boulevard. It was pure luck. I was craving an all-beef Frank at 7 a.m. He's been the jewel in my crown
sounds so painful
ever
in the
since.
stomach that early in the morning.
Joseph says the building was probably locked when the kidnapping happened, and that the kidnapper had to be someone who was inside the theater. Care to comment?
Why don't you tell that little gray troll that I think he did it, just to keep himself from dying of boredom in this old dump? That's my comment.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
Oh, please, Nancy, I was on the phone, doing business. But if I'm ever hard-pressed for entertainment, I'm sure kidnapping would be a real hoot.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
Wow, Simone. You are just... You're just... Yeah.
Any news?
Don't you want to know what Maya's article was about?
Well, I thought you said it was about me.
Oh, goodness.
Well, Brady, you are the center of the universe, but actually, her article was about the theater.
Then what did she want to talk to me for? I'm an actor, not a politician.
She never told me what her angle was. Do you mind if I take a look around in here?
Be my guest.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
Me? You think I kidnapped Maya and then breezed in here just 4 minutes later? Where would I hide her? In my back pocket?
Just answer the question, Prince Charmstrong.
Charmstrong?
You know you love it. Just keep talking.
Well, I was late getting back from a haircut. This is hard for me. I think my hairline might be receding. It's miserable. Simone's gonna go through the roof.
Talk to you later, Brady.
Don't be a
You'll have to
stranger.
wear a toupee. Oh, goodness. Brady, Brady, Brady. What are we gonna do with you? Let's go downstairs. Yeah, I think there was that one puzzle. Oh, it's fine, Jenny. You're good. I do have a question. Do you enjoy or do you hate the Fox and Geese game? Because, quite frankly, I grew to really like it. I'm not exactly sure why, but I just kind of, I don't know, just kind of started to like it over time. I know my, one of my older brothers constantly helped out when I was younger trying to play it, because obviously it was much harder for me to understand how to play it and, you know, trying to win and everything. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, I think that goes there. Yeah. And this goes there. This flips around. Let's see. No. This has got to be swapped, I think. Oh, wait, yeah. I need to swap. No, wait. Trying to remember. This was up top. And then this was, yeah, it goes there. This should, no. This goes here. This goes there. That one. And then, no. That's her hair. And then this one gets swapped with that one. There we go. Yeah. Oh, wait. I gotta get the other gear. I forgot. Dang it. Okay. So at least that puzzle's done. Let's go and grab the gear real quick before I forget. Oh, yes. And there's also that, that quarter I need to pick up as well. Oh, yeah. There's leftover popcorn. I don't think Nancy can say anything. Yeah. I think it's when Nancy sees the popcorn that's sitting in one of the seats. Who's this? Rufus. Smoke and mirrors. Mirrors. I can't speak today. Okay, let's go inside the auditorium. Alrighty. Let's see. I can't move, Nancy. Move from me. Why am I going in circles? Girl, turn around. Just pick it up, Nancy. Just pick it up. Pick it up. Stop being a germaphobe, even though I'm one. You're a video game character. You're not supposed to worry about those things. Where's the popcorn? I'm trying to find it. I don't remember where it was located.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. I don't recommend eating that though, Nancy. We can go through here. I keep forgetting that this is a shortcut. I'm like, oh yeah, it's easier to get to the backstage and back in the front. Okay, now let's do the gears on here. Yeah, I don't have to open that back up again. And
It
boom,
looks like
boom,
the gears are
and
missing.
then... Wait. Oh, pfft. Well that's... oh goodness. I'm really forgetting things. I had to go pick up the gear. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've played. Let's see, it's been... since I was a teenager, about my mid-teens. So... probably good 4 or 5 years ago. Although I've watched a ton of streams of Michael's and Little Jackalopes. Oh, my brain is breaking. Okay, this way. Yeah, here we go.
This one's missing.
This one's missing.
I can't quite reach.
I'm gonna do it. Oh, Nancy. Oh, Nancy. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not sorry. Okay, now we can go back. Yeah, I love watching their streams. Michael is the king of Nancy Drew games. Now we can do the gears. It's amazing how I remember so much from these games, but then I remember so little a lot of times as well. It's kind of funny. Dear Mr. Houdini, congratulations on your latest unbelievable feat. Never have I seen the crowd at the Royal Palladium be so enthralled by a performer. Stupendous! Honestly, I was assured that the watery grave was inescapable, even for a master such as yourself. Really, if I'd any notion of risking my money, I might not have offered so grandis... Wow, I can't read that. A reward. After all, what man is made of money? Isn't that right, Mr. Houdini? My point is, well, I must admit that my cash flow is a little tight at the moment. More specifically, I do not have the 50 grand available to give you at this time. The theater's young, but bound for glory, I'm sure you'll agree. And my bank account is still recovering from the building expenses. I'm sure you understand, sir. However, this letter is an announcement of golden opportunity, Mr. Houdini, not one of gloomy regret, in lieu of cash, and in accordance with my lawyer's counsel, I am prepared to offer you a reward far more valuable than cash. I would like to make you my business partner by transferring 50% ownership of the Royal Palladium Theater into your name. Just think of it. Together we can make the Royal Palladium the foremost venue in the world for magic. Stupendous! Certainly a man as brilliant and worldly as yourself will recognize this as an irresistible offer and realize that there is no need to squabble over the petty details of your reward, or invite the press to make a mountain out of a molehill in this affair. Please sign below and return this document to me if you agree to proceed with the transfer of 50% ownership of the theater into your name. In doing so, you will also be agreeing not to sue me or publicly defame my name. A detailed contract will follow. Stupendous! I am looking forward to a mutually rewarding relationship with you, Mr. Houdini. Sincerely, J.J. Thompson. And, of course, Harry Houdini signed it. I'm a little surprised that Nancy doesn't take the paper. Papers? Paper? I think it might just be one paper. No, I haven't seen his marathons yet. But, I'm technically speaking, I've watched a little bit of them. But, hopefully I can start watching them at some point. Right now I've been busy doing other things, been watching a show as well, so. So yeah, I might watch like a full one of his streams in a couple of days or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, step.
Have you watched very much of him? Of his 2022 streams yet? Play!
Find the ace of spades.
Keep your eye on the card. Alright. Let's do this one.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
I don't like you.
You need your eyes checked. The hand is
quicker than the eye. Hey.
Find the ace of spades. Keep your eye on the card.
Punch the dummy in the head. That's all you gotta do, Nancy.
Don't blink. You might miss something. The hand is quicker than the eye.
I'm sure if I were 5 years old, I think this dude would scare the heck out of me.
On the card.
I probably was spooked by him when I was younger. Probably. Oh, come on!
Oh, so close, but no cigar.
Sir!
The
Nancy,
hand
just
is
cheat!
quicker than
Something!
the eye. Find the ace of spades. Keep your
eye on the card. I'm gonna do this again. Woo!
Congratulations!
You have beat the magician!
The magician. Don't forget to collect
Yeah!
your winnings.
Your audience will be dazzled.
Honestly, that would be a really cool ring to have in real life. Flash paper. Flash paper is a pyrotechnical device and should not be used by children without adult supervision. Well, yeah. Your audience will be dazzled by the bright light and puff of smoke. Which is odd at how Nancy just leaves that there.
Your audience will be dazzled.
Let's play again.
Ladies and gentlemen, step
Oh. Ooh. That's not, horrifying at all.
This magician needs some first aid. This magician needs some first aid.
Oh, that's one of my favorite lines from Nancy. Oh, goodness. This magician needs some first aid. What's up, Simone? Let's talk to you and see if there's any more annoying sass that comes.
On your stage name, I'm thinking Samantha Quick. You love it, right?
I think your phone's about to
No.
ring.
Ciao.
Any news?
Talk to you later, Brady.
Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger. Yeah, I saw that the other day. That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad he's been able to do them. I was afraid that he wasn't going to be able to do his marathon this year. Or at least, for at least spring or summer or something like that, because of his injury he had occur. I'm glad he's doing a lot better, though. I'm really glad about that.
What's up? Can't talk long. Gotta check on my people.
Gotta
What's
check
your
on my people.
attachment to saving this theater? You seem so personally invested.
Politics is personal, but with this place, it's ultra personal. My grandma, Louisa Falcone, designed the molds for all the insane plasterwork that you see in this lobby and in the auditorium.
The detail is so intricate. You just don't see this kind of artistry in new theaters nowadays.
True, but there's more. I guess the architect-owner guy, J.J. Thompson, ran out of cash before the building was done. He never paid my grandma dime one, and then he denied that she had ever done the work in the first place.
Didn't she fight it?
Yeah, she was the artist type, not a deal maker. I guess she'd never signed any contractual stuff with JJ, and she didn't have the resources to sue him or any of that. So I guess she just had to let it go.
I wonder why Thompson would cheat her like that.
Here's the kicker. After JJ sharked her on this 2-year project, she was broke. And then the Great Depression hit. She could never afford to work as an artist again.
What did she do instead?
Louisa, Mother Serenity Falcone, she just kept on trucking in true Falcone style. Died at 97 without a bitter bone in her body. I think she had a happy life, but this theater holds the last artwork she ever did. Don't you see, Nancy? Saving this place is not just for history, it's for justice.
Can't you get some justice now?
My family has been trying for years, but there doesn't seem to be anything on record that links her to this place. Nancy, could you do me a favor?
Maybe there's something buried in the theater.
While you're searching, could you just keep your eye out?
Maya's my first priority, as you can imagine. But if there's any way I can help set the record straight on this beautiful artwork, I will.
You're cooler than I thought, Nancy.
I try to play it down.
I love that response. I love how Nancy's just like super spunky in this game. Like, this is probably the most spunky she's ever been in any of the games. Later on, she kind of became more kind of laid back and more professional in her behavior with things, I guess.
Hey there, Nancy.
Who is this J.J. Thompson character anyway?
Old JJ. Owner, visionary, wheeler dealer.
dealer.
JJ loved a magic show. He had this place built with those kind of big spectacle shows in mind. JJ also happened to love the sight of his own mug in the mirror. You can tell by the way he ornamented the auditorium with his own head.
Gotta go now.
Atta girl.
Yeah, those could go out of the auditorium.
Don't touch that projector, dear. It's a temperamental old beast.
Temperamental old beast. I love it when he says it like that. Temperamental old beast. Alrighty, now let's go and see if Brady has anything to talk about. Brady. Brady Armstrong.
Need any help?
Talk to you
Oh,
later,
you're
Brady.
like no help.
Cool beans.
Okay, I'm missing something here. What do I need to do next? If you can remember, Jenny, just let me know, because I'm trying to remember what else I'm supposed to do. Oh, wait! I think I remember now. Was it the... Wait. I think it was having to call the administration? County administration? I think that's who I was supposed to call. Let me go to the phone real quick and see if there was anything on the notepad. Okay, there was nothing on the notepad. I think I have to... Wait... Yes, wait, which one was 10? Was that Secret of Shadow? Yeah, that should have been Secret of Shadow Ranch, I believe. I'm glad that he started doing them annually. Obviously, he didn't do the Mega Marathon last year, but I'm glad he's been doing them again. 1, 5, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 6, 8.
Hello?
It's me again.
Hi, Nancy. I've got George here, too.
Bess filled me in, Nancy. Any developments? I'm just searching the theater, questioning suspects.
And?
Brady said Simone wants him to appear wholesomely smoldering to his public. What in the world do you think that means?
Well, wholesome makes me think of apple pie.
And to smolder, according to my trusty dictionary, is to burn slowly from the inside, without flame.
So, he's a sweetie pie on the outside, but too hot to touch.
Oh. Did you have to bring this up with Bess here, Nancy?
It seems like the two things don't go together. One is safe, the other is dangerous.
Interesting. Maybe that's Brady's whole dilemma. He doesn't know whether he's a good guy or a bad guy.
Which is exactly why he can't be trusted.
I met Nicholas Falcone, the leader of Hadit. His organization is camped out in front of the theater, demonstrating against the demolition.
What's the deal with Hadit?
Nicholas says he's sworn to slay the dragon of corporate generica.
All in favor of men who slay dragons. Say
oh,
I.
goodness, Bess.
Honestly, Bess, what are we going to do with you? Nancy, what in the world is generica?
I think it's a term for what this country would
That's
be
your
like
little
if suddenly
guy
it all
crazy.
looked the same.
Oh, you mean if it became generic? Like a bar of
soap.
That's
just
called
soap.
Right. Hadit believes that protecting historical buildings is key to preserving our national character.
That sounds noble.
Yeah, except he practically jumped for joy when I told him the kidnapper's motive is to save the theater.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you better keep an eye on him, Nancy.
Nicholas told me that his grandmother did a lot of the artwork inside the theater, but that J.J. Thompson, the original owner, never paid her or even gave her credit for it.
That's terrible.
I can see why he's so dedicated to saving the theater, then.
Yeah, I'd like to learn more about this J.J. Thompson.
Maybe you can help Nicholas get his grandmother the credit she deserved.
I told him I'd keep my eye out for anything that would prove her connection to this place.
I wonder if J.J. left any of his personal effects behind.
If he did, I'm sure they're gone now. His kids must have cleared the place out when they remodeled in 1956, a few years after he died. That's when it became a movie theater.
You never know, Nancy. If there's one thing your detective work proves every time, time, it's that old buildings are the keepers of old secrets.
Have you been a
Let's
fan
just
of the
hope
Nature
this
Drew
building
games
lives
like your
long
whole
enough to
life?
tell.
Or has it been
Okay,
just
you
like the past
two.
several
I'll
years?
talk to you soon.
Watch out for
For
weird
weird
people.
people! Oh, I love those two. So good.
How goes the search?
I found some of JJ's personal documents inside a secret panel in the basement.
Well, don't just stand there. Start
Start breaking it down.
Did you ever hear about a challenge that JJ Thompson issued to Harry Houdini back in 1925?
Yeah, and?
JJ put up a big reward for this Houdini challenge. He must have thought the escape was impossible, but Houdini did it. And JJ didn't have the reward money.
What does this have to do with the ownership of the
Why
theater?
you don't do bets?
Maybe Houdini wanted to teach JJ a lesson for promising things he couldn't deliver. In any case, Harry Houdini was 50% owner of this place.
Ha! Serves that swindler JJ right. Nancy, do you realize what this means?
Enlighten me.
If Thompson didn't own the whole place, then whoever inherited it from Thompson doesn't legally own the whole place either.
Which means they don't have the authority to knock this building down.
We've got to find out what happened to his half of the ownership. You keep looking for Maya. I've got a laptop out in my van. I'll get online and do some research. Check back soon.
Catch you later.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
I love Nicholas. He is such a good character in this game. Actually, he would have been an interesting character to have as a phone contact later on. That'd have been very interesting. It's happening right under our noses. The character of our community is being wiped out.
County Administration.
In nearly 80 years,
314
audiences have been gathering at the Royal Palladium to see
555
world-renowned
3309.
magicians, celebrated theater productions, and blockbuster movies. If the theater goes down, part of the unique heritage of St. Louis goes with it. Act now to voice your opposition to this demolition. Oh, that's kind of funny. Democracy is just a phone call or an email away. Alright, let's call County Administration.
It's Joseph.
Or
Wait till you see this.
not.
Come to the projection room.
I'm gonna call County Administration first. Because, you know, that's what I was doing. Do 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 do.
Records,
Hey,
Madeline.
that's pretty good.
Hi.
It's a long time.
I'm looking for the blueprints for the Royal Palladium Theater. Do you have them on file?
Are you a county employee?
No, just a citizen on a mission.
Okay, well, we do keep blueprints on file. Let's see. The computer says there are 2 sets for the Palladium, 1923 and 1956. Do you have a preference?
1923, please. The originals.
Would you like to hold while I retrieve them?
Sure, thanks.
Waiting. Waiting. More waiting. Waiting.
Ma'am?
Yes, I'm still here.
It's very strange, ma'am. They're gone.
Gone? You mean someone checked them out?
Oh, we don't allow people to check them out. You can bring the blueprints to our reading room and study them there, but they're not supposed to leave the building. I can't imagine where they could be. Hold on, let me see if Charles knows.
More music and more waiting.
Ma'am, this is so strange. Charles says some guy was just in here looking at them a few days ago.
What did he look like?
Hold on.
Proceeds to smash head into the phone.
Hello? Charles said the guy had a hat on. He never really got a look at the guy.
Was he young or old?
Hey, Charles, young or old? Energetic is all Charles remembers.
Okay, well, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm working on some things over here at the Royal Palladium. Could you do a search for the blueprints?
Sure thing. I'll put in a find request. Call back in 5 to 7 business days.
Next week? Oh, I'm afraid I don't have that kind of time. Is there any way to expedite the search?
I'm afraid not. The guy who does our misplaced materials searches just returned from a month of paternity leave, and he's swamped.
I see.
This is urgent?
Yes, it's urgent, all right. But I'll figure something out. Thanks, Madeline.
Good luck.
Bye.
Alrighty, now that we called county administration, we can go and see Joseph with what he's fussing about. Alrighty, Joseph, what do you have to tell me? What's up?
Nancy, take a look at this.
Oh my gosh, Maya's press pass.
Brady found it.
This should be enough evidence to get the police over here, don't you think?
I should think so. Give the police a call, and then you better go back to your hotel and get some rest.
Just when I have a lead? No way! I've got to keep searching.
You won't be any help to Maya if you get too tired to think.
Well, I guess you have a point there.
Go ahead and use the phone in the ticket booth. I'll be down in a minute.
Sergeant McRamsey, we have some evidence! Not very much, but we have some evidence.
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing persons unit, please.
Please hold missing persons. This is Ramsey.
Hi, Sergeant Ramsey. This is Nancy Drew. I spoke to you earlier today about the disappearance of my friend, Maya Wen.
Hello, Miss Drew. You're calling to tell me that you found your friend, I hope.
I wish that were true, sir. No, she's still missing. I'm calling to report that I have the evidence you asked for.
What did you find?
Someone else here at the theater found Maya's press pass. It was clipped to her shirt when she went into the dressing room. It must have been torn off when she was kidnapped.
Or it fell off.
I know,
or
right?
She just tossed it.
Maya is very serious about her work, Sergeant Ramsey. She never goes anywhere without that pass, and she would not willingly leave it behind.
Is the pass damaged in any way?
No.
Was anything disturbed in the area where it was found?
I don't know. I'm not the one who found it.
Okay, well, thanks for checking in, Miss Drew. If Maya hasn't turned up by tomorrow, we'll definitely be out to investigate.
It's honestly so
Someone will
weird.
take a look at
The
press
fact that
pass
Joseph's like
But
outside
you
this
said that if
door
I
and just
found
listening in
evidence,
on
you'd
their
investigate
conversation.
the theater today.
I'm sorry, Miss Drew, but we can't go chasing after every kid who decides to take a leave of absence.
Like, that's not creepy
the
at
vast
all.
majority of missing juveniles disappear of their own accord, and they reappear when they're good and ready.
You have to believe me. Maya would never play this kind of game. Nicholas Falcone said he thinks somebody is using her to make a statement.
Nicholas Falcone? Is he involved in this? Are you involved with him?
Haddett is demonstrating against the demolition in front of the theater. Nicholas has set up shop in the lobby. I've spoken to him. I'm not involved with him.
Are you aware of the allegations against Mr. Falcone's character, Miss Drew?
Allegations?
Nick Falcone operates according to his own rules. He'll do just about anything to save a theater, and he's not afraid to use extreme tactics.
What kind of extreme tactics?
You name it. Vandalism,
Have you ever
sabotage,
watched
chaining
the
himself to demolition
1970s
machinery.
Nancy Drew Hardy
Is
Boy
that
mystery
right?
episodes,
And last
Jenny?
year there was a situation over in Nashville.
I like watching them.
Just when the oldest theater in the city is about to be torn down, and mind you, Haddett is there in full force, a girl goes missing. So happens she's the daughter of the demolition boss. They go crazy looking for her. There's a call, just like the one you described. Anyway, to make a long story short, the demolition is called off, and 3 weeks later the girl is seen snuggling up to Falcone in a Memphis coffee shop.
Are you suggesting Nicholas is staging this thing?
I'm just saying that there's more to situations like these than meets the eye. Nick Falcone is a real operator and he likes to humiliate the police. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon here with this whole Royal Palladium thing and let him make my unit look like a bunch of chumps.
I see.
So you aren't going to have any credit with us if you join ranks with him.
Does he have a criminal record?
Oh, minor stuff. Disorderly conduct, trespassing, yada yada yada.
My brother
Nick
here
Falcone
said
can
that
slime his
he,
way out of a sticky situation
that
like no one
the
I've ever
voice of
seen.
Sergeant McRamsey
Unfortunately,
kind of
there's no
sounds a
jail
little
sentence
bit
for
like
being a royal pain in the neck.
There are
Dwayne
no
Powers.
good citizenship awards for it either.
Look,
I can kind of hear
I know
that,
you're
but I don't know
worried,
if that's
but
the
for
same
now,
man.
There's nothing we can do, and there's nothing you can do either. Why don't you go home and get some rest? I'm sure you've had
That's
a long
probably
day.
why his voice has
Well,
been so
this
familiar and I
has been
just
very
couldn't figure
informative,
it out.
Sergeant Ramsey. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Good night, Miss Drew.
Good night. Actually, can I call him again before going to the next day? Might be able to. Not sure yet.
Hello?
Bess?
And George, too. What's new, Nancy?
When I spoke to the police about Maya's press pass, they said that Nicholas is known for using extreme tactics, and that he might even have been involved in a staged kidnapping last year in Nashville.
You don't think Maya could be mixed up with him somehow, do you?
No way. Maya expresses her politics by writing about them. You know, the pen is mightier than the sword. She and Nicholas Falcone don't even speak the same language.
I think you're right, George. But Sergeant Ramsey said I wouldn't have any credit with the police if I joined forces with Nicholas.
Who said anything about joining forces? After all, he's still a prime suspect. But that doesn't mean he's not a valuable source of information when it comes to the theater.
She's right, Nancy. As long as he continues to shoot off his mouth, you want to be around to take notes.
Do you personally prefer watching the Nancy Drew episodes or the Hardy Boys episodes, or when they're mixed together a few times? Which is like your personal favorite?
I took Joseph's advice and called county administration to see about the blueprints for the theater.
He sounds like a big help.
Yes, but the woman on the phone said that the blueprints are missing.
Official records? Missing?
She said that a man was in last week looking at them, but they haven't been seen since.
The kidnapper? Or a certain smoldering sidekick?
Well, whoever it was, they must have taken the blueprints with them. How on earth am I going to find all the secret rooms and passages in this place now?
I'm not worried, Nancy.
Me neither.
You could probably find a secret passage in a paper bag.
Are you kidding, George? Nancy could find a secret passage in a blueberry muffin.
Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Good luck.
Be careful.
Hello?
Hi, Ned.
Hey, detective. Any leads?
By the time I finally got to talk to Simone Mueller, she had heard all about the kidnapping and canceled the premiere of Vanishing Destiny.
Sounds like bad news travels fast around old theaters.
That's just the thing. Simone didn't seem to think Maya's kidnapping was bad news at all. She kept calling it a great opportunity. She kept saying what fabulous publicity it's going to be for Brady.
Sounds like she knows how to turn a profit in any situation.
The question is she just responding to the situation, or did she have a hand in creating it in the first place?
No flies on you, Nancy Drew. Sounds to me like your detective mind is in high gear.
I've got to think of a way to get this demolition stopped.
Well, the police aren't being much help. But couldn't you try contacting the owner of the building? I'm sure he or she would be willing to postpone for a couple of days. I mean, what's the rush?
According to Nicholas, his name is B. Thompson, and he won't talk to the press.
I wonder what he has to hide.
His building firm is called Wave of the Future.
Do you have a favorite episode of the Hardy Boys?
Against the present.
Ned, I just remembered something. Joseph used the phrase Wave of the Future when I first met him. He was talking about the remodel of the theater in 1956. Do you think it's a coincidence?
I don't know, Nance. If Joseph turns out to be the owner of the theater and the guy behind the demolition, I think it'll be fair to say you've seen everything.
Harry Houdini must have been quite a character.
What makes you say that?
Oh, it just sounds like he was so generous and passionate about his craft. Everyone loved him.
Any theories yet on what he did with his half of the theater?
No, but I highly doubt he was generous enough to give his half back to old J.J. Thompson.
That wouldn't have been an act of generosity anyway. It would have been a lapse in judgment.
Bye, Ned.
I'm rooting for you.
I better save the game. What should I call it? Trying to think of a good name. I'm trying to think of like a quote that would be good. Oh, I can't think of any. Can you think of any, Jenny? I'm trying to think. Let's see. That one's too long. How about, fight the power. Yeah, that could work. There we go. Fight the power. And proceeding to day 2.
I heard the whole thing, Nancy. Go get some sleep. I'll keep an eye on things till morning.
Dude, like, why were you listening to everything? That was just creepy. now it's my brother Ricky's turn. He's taking over day 2. I will be observing and talking. Planning a funeral is such a dreadful pain. Wouldn't you rather just stop the demolition? Oh, that's just harsh. Let's go see what Joseph is up to. The missing poster. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I think Michael said that her teeth are not shown in the picture, so how would they know how her teeth are in good repair? And of course, you have Brady. Information leading to Maya's safe return, Brady Armstrong is offering signed posters of a new movie, Vanishing Destiny, whose national premiere has been postponed due to this unfortunate turn of events at the Royal Palladium. Wow. Yeah, I like a lot of the Hardy Boy ones.
Nancy.
Those are good.
It's disgusting.
This is one creepy kidnapper, that's for sure.
Let's hope the kidnapper just did this to scare you.
It's just strange. I mean, why would the kidnapper go to the trouble to have that thing arranged and delivered here?
The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. I don't know how the press got a hold of this, but they're all over it like ants on a picnic.
Where did those missing posters come from?
I can't say for sure, but I can make an educated guess.
Are you thinking of a certain Hollywood agent we know?
Can you believe the way she diverted all of the attention away from Maya and used the poster to promote Brady as the big hero? This shouldn't be happening. It's all backwards.
The police told me Nicholas Falcone is known for using extreme tactics to further his political causes. Why are you letting him use the lobby as his headquarters?
Nicholas has been hanging around this theater since he was a little boy. I know how torn up he is about the theater. This'll be over soon enough, and then he'll go home. I don't think he's dangerous, for gosh sakes.
Gotta go now.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
Nancy, what's the 411?
Thanks to you, the police think this whole kidnapping is a hoax.
That's all hearsay, Nancy. They got no witnesses, no testimony, no nothing.
I don't care if you've been convicted or not. Who are you?
I am not an eco-terrorist, and I would never orchestrate the temporary disappearance of anyone who wasn't in on the plan and down with the cause.
There's nothing I hate more than a bold-faced liar, Nicholas. Remember that.
Ooh. All right, Officer Nancy, chill out, will ya? I'm on your side.
Tell me about your relationship with the police.
All I know is they like to dig through my garbage and follow my van. Does this face say America's Most Wanted to you?
Yes.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
I was outside, harnessing public outrage. Ask anyone.
Joseph told me that the St. Louis Historical Society is in the process of trying to declare this building an historical landmark.
They've been in that process for years. It's all just a big wad of red tape, a bunch of bureaucratic hocus pocus. It's about action, not paperwork.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
Fight the power. Maybe we ought to go talk to Brady? Or Simone? Oh yeah, Simone would make a lot of sense because of the wreath she brought. Or bought, technically. Let's knock.
Have you seen the posters? Aren't they fabulous?
I think your phone's about to ring. Ooh, that would be such a snarky way to end it.
You made the posters? When?
After Brady found her press pass, of course.
You know I was searching for evidence to show the police. You know every hour counts. But when Brady found the pass, you used it to promote your star before you turned it over?
Maya's on the poster. It says she's missing. So what's your issue? Brady's out plastering those posters all over St. Louis and every podunk town for 50 miles. He's due back at any time, though, for the press conference.
Press conference?
I've invited the press here today to report on Brady's commitment to solving this case. You know, a few questions, a few photo ops, no big deal. That funeral wreath was awful, wasn't it?
What do you know about that wreath?
I had it moved out front for the press conference. We want the press to know just how heartless this kidnapper is, don't we? Then it's all the more fabulous when Brady saves the day.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
You are one sad, sad human being, Simone. Alright, Charmstrong. Start talking. Oh, wait. He's not here. You are what you project. Oh, goodness. Come back here and swap this deck for me. Oh yeah, we need the bobby pin from Simone's room, but you can't get that yet. They might be doing the press conference in the front now. No, they haven't started yet. Joseph.
Hey there, Nancy.
Gotta go now.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
I'm not sure what else you have to do for them all to... Oh, wait. No? That's not gonna work.
I got the number.
There we go.
I left it in the ticket booth. This woman isn't Houdini herself. She's the widow of one of Houdini's cousins.
Maybe she knows what's happened to Houdini's half of the theater. I'll call.
Run, Nancy, run. Run, Nancy, run. Eustacia and drop up. All of my friends are dead. That was so sad. It was 1813. 1, 3. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, hello.
Hello, is this Eustacia and Dropoff?
Who else would it be? Everyone else is dead.
Oh, Mrs. Andropoff, I'm sorry to bother you.
She's such
I'm
a
trying to find
lovely
out
ray
some
of sunshine, isn't
information
she?
about Harry Houdini. Is it true that you're his cousin?
Who wants to know?
Oh, I beg your pardon. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case in St. Louis.
Harry was only my cousin by marriage, but my husband is dead, and so is Harry. So I guess that makes me nobody's cousin. Satisfied?
I'm researching
must be
Mr.
fun at
Houdini's
Thanksgiving.
ownership of the Royal Palladium Theater. Would you know anything about this?
He owned it. Half of it anyway, for a few months. Then he died. Does that help?
Do you know what happened to his half? Did he sign it back over to J.J. Thompson?
Return it to
He
J.J.
owned that of it
Joseph,
anyway for a few months, then
Mr.
he died.
Stupendous. Not on his life. Losing that man was Harry's greatest escape.
Did someone in
Ouch.
Houdini's family inherit the theater?
Harry made a plan to give his half of the theater to someone he admired. A young magician, I assume. Perhaps a protege. I remember my husband telling me this.
Can you tell me anything more?
More? I'm 96 over here. I don't exactly have time to burn.
I know it was a long time ago, Mrs. Andropoff, but this is terribly important. My friend is in danger, and finding out what happened to Houdini's half of the theater may be my only hope of saving her.
Call the Library of Congress. Ask about the Houdini collection. There must be something in all of those letters. You tell that Sherman Trout, Eustacia said. You're not dead yet, Shermy, so get up and make yourself useful.
The Library of
You're
Congress.
not dead yet,
You don't happen
Shermy,
to
so
have
get
that
up and
number,
make
do you?
yourself useful. Just say that randomly to
I
somebody.
should have this letter
I
from
don't think that would
Shermy
go over
around
very
here
well.
somewhere. Cat food coupons. Vincent Jacques repair. Dear Eustacia. Here we go. Library of Congress, Washington, D.C. 202-555-5000.
Thanks, Mrs. Andropoff. You've been a great help.
Save it for my funeral.
Oh, that lady. What you'll do is you can play half of the third day, and then I can do the other half. That way it's kind of like a 1.5.
Manuscripts.
I'm trying to reach Sherman Trout, please.
Speaking. How may I
Oh,
help
that
you?
is totally
Hi,
Ned's
Mr.
voice. I
Trout.
forgot about
My name
that.
is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case that involves Harry
sounding.
Houdini and the Royal Palladium Theater in St. Louis. Eustacia Andropov recommended I call you.
Ah, yes. Eustacia was most helpful to us when we were assembling our Houdini collection. I presume you'd like to have a look at it?
Yes, please, Mr. Trout. I'm very interested.
Fine. Well, you'll just need to register with the library when you get here and fill out a request for the materials you wish to view. When your request has been processed, the materials will be delivered to one of our reading rooms where you can view them.
Mr. Trout, please let me explain. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to come to Washington, D.C. to do research. I'm hoping you could help me find a document.
Well, Miss Drew, I'm sorry if you have logistical constraints, but please understand my own limitations. The Library of Congress currently holds over 40 million items, contained in 10,000 separate collections. It's the largest and most comprehensive library in the world. I simply don't have time to run research errands for the individual citizens.
Mr. Trout, if I don't solve this case in a matter of hours, the building I'm standing in will be demolished and an innocent 19-year-old girl, a friend of mine, may lose her life. You may be my only hope.
Why is your friend in danger?
She was kidnapped by someone
probably
desperate
will be able
to save this building from demolition.
Do you know which game she's going to be streaming next? Because I never saw the rest of the last stream that they did.
Mr. Houdini
I
was
was
part
busy.
owner of the theater, and I'm trying to find out who
Yeah, I want to
inherited
watch their
his
stream on
half,
Monday.
or what
I've been
became
missing
of it
them a
when he
lot,
died.
unfortunately.
I'm hoping
but
Houdini might have discussed it somewhere in his personal documents. If I can prove that the current owner is not legally the full owner, then maybe I can get the demolition stopped and save Maya.
I see. Well, this sounds urgent.
will you be able to?
I suppose I can take a look.
That would be such a help, Mr. Trout. If you find anything, could you overnight it to me at the Royal Palladium?
Well, I certainly can't send you the document itself. It's a historical artifact now. But I could send you a slide. What's the street address there, if I find anything?
It's 1330 Washington Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63101. Please send the package in care of Nicholas Falcone or myself, Nancy Drew. I can't tell you how grateful I am, Mr. Trout. You might just be a lifesaver.
Miss Drew, I assure you, Sherman Trout is a man of his word.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Yoo-hoo! Thank you, Mr. Trout. Let's go talk to Nikki. Nikki.
Did you call? What's the story?
Yeah.
Sure did.
Go on, spill it.
She didn't know much, but she gave me the number of this guy at the Library of Congress who has access to the archives of Houdini's letters.
And what did they say?
We're expecting a package. Cross your fingers it gets here in time.
Way to go, Nancy. You're on fire.
Exactly.
Can you believe Brady's agent has called this press conference to trump up his heroics? She can barely even remember Maya's name.
Don't worry, Nancy. This cowboy will be on the scene with a megaphone in each holster. I guarantee you the press will get more than they bargained for.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
Fight the power. Would it be Simone that we could talk to? Or is it Brady? dun, 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 dun. Oh, nice, nice. It's always a classic.
How about Fancy Jackson?
Yeah, that'll be
It's
fun
a
to
little
watch again.
disco, but I think you could pull it off.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Love ya.
Dun, 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 dun.
How are you holding up?
Thanks for finding Maya's press pass. Where was it?
I found it in the basement. I mean the balcony. It was the balcony.
Balcony, basement, whatever. It's just my friend's life that's in danger here.
Please, Nancy. It's not me.
Oh, really? Is somebody operating you by remote control?
It's
Woo!
Simone. She's relentless. I'm just a hostage on her runaway bus.
Sounds like you've bitten off more than you can chew.
It's more complicated than you think. Listen, I've got to get ready for this press conference. I'll talk to you later.
Brady? You're awfully suspicious looking right now. I love the music in this game too. It's just so good. Oh yeah, Joseph's letter. We received your letter inquiring about the whereabouts of Jacob Hughes. Unfortunately, Jake died 6 months ago. He had been ill with emphysema for some time, but you'll be glad to know that he enjoyed his cigarettes to the end and died peacefully in his sleep. We regret that we were unable to contact you at the time of his death, but we had no idea that Jake had a brother. He never mentioned any family, and our research didn't turn up any leads. Your brother was cremated according to his last wishes, and no rent was due on his room. Please contact the county coroner's office if you would like to have his ashes shipped to you. We're sorry for your loss. Best of luck. Sincerely, Herbert Radood Jr. Well, that's rough. Let's see, everybody's gone. Can you hear if the press conference is going on?
And a regular guy.
There we go.
All rolled into one.
Ooh, I'm
Put a sock in it, Mr. Camouflage. And now, without further ado, I'd like to open the floor up to questions.
Is it true that the girl was at the theater to interview Brady Armstrong? What was the interview about?
Mr. Charmstrong, do you find your fans respond to you more in your chicken suit
That's true,
or
Jenny.
in your curly wig?
Did anyone hear her scream?
Ms. Mueller, you're his agent. Chicken
It's
suit
just like everybody
or
in
curly
Secrets
wig?
can kill the master.
where
It's
the
like, I gotta go to
kidnappers hide
practice
her?
later.
Where did this
And then he just
funeral
stands there
we've come from?
playing with his
Isn't it a
football.
little unusual for a movie
I
star
think he can
to
hear it
help
better
with
from
a
here.
kidnapping like this?
People,
Sure.
one at a time. Brady.
Well, with all of my experience on the silver screen, I feel well prepared to
Oh,
save
goodness,
the day
Brady.
in St.
No one
Louis.
cares
Do
about
you
you.
think the kidnapper is violent?
Mr. Charmstrong, have you ever thought about growing a mustache? It might really distinguish you.
Is it true you're offering a reward for the facts leading to Maya's return?
That's right. Autographed movie posters for anyone and everyone who comes forward with a decent lead.
Yes, is it true that that Detective Nancy Drew is on the case?
Yes, Nancy Drew is investigating...
Nancy's doing a whole lot more than you.
For comment.
It's
So is
a
Nick.
difficult situation. You see, Maya is a friend of Nancy's.
Brady just
and the
teleported to
personal
the press
connection,
conference.
Well,
That's exactly what
it
happened.
may
He's
be
reading his book and then
clouding the
poof!
detective's judgment. She's really on edge.
Isn't anybody
Must
around
be a
here
genius.
concerned about the welfare of this magnificent theater? There's more than one life at stake today, you know. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, press people, over here. If you want the real story, talk to me.
Sorry, Miss Mueller. You'll have your photo op in a moment. Yeah, over here. Down by my van.
Yeah, Nick is a lot more interesting to the press conference than those two goofballs, Brady and Simone. Goodness. They're not of help at all. Ah, yes. Bobby pin. Ah, yes, the pictures. Baroque tools. If you ain't Baroque, then take our tools. Oh, goodness, Brady. Chuck's Fried Clucks. Established in 1963. I think that says 63. He's not happy. Jake's Talent Farm. Aromatherapy. Martini and Sushi Bar. Georgie Bear. Ash is frightening. Junior's 24-hour Flower-rama. Oh yeah, wasn't that like $300? Good gum, that's expensive. Nothing tacky. Quite frankly, $300 for that pathetic little wreath is tacky. I'll go ahead. Dear Mr. Armstrong, for starters, I'm a huge fan. I've been seeing your movies since I was like 14. To this day, I still think your best performance was in Lie Like a Rug. But who knows, maybe Vanishing Destiny will top it. I'm in college at Washington University now, and I'm planning to go to your premiere at the Royal Palladium. I'm contacting you because I'm hoping to interview you for an article I'm writing for my school paper. I'm sure you're very busy, but could I stop by your dressing room for the afternoon of the premiere? I only have a few questions. The interview would only take 20 minutes or so. What do you think? Please write back. Yours sincerely, Maya Wen. Hi, Maya. Sure, I'd be happy to meet with you, so long as we provide any and all photos of me for the article. Also, we need to get a full-page ad for Destiny in your school paper. We spoke to advertising and they claim it's past the deadline. Can you pull a few strings? You know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. What do you say? Looking forward to meeting you. Ciao, Brady. Brady does not talk like that. Dear Mr. Armstrong, thanks for being so generous about your time. As far as your ad goes, I checked with the advertising guys and they say a deadline's a deadline. Sorry, but don't worry. I'm sure your premiere will sell out. I know tons of people who are going. I'll stop by your dressing room in the afternoon for the interview. See you then. Sincerely, Maya Wen. Dear Brady, my friend Linda said you did all of your own dance moves in Dr. Salsa. Is this true? If it is, that's really cool. You were so good in that movie. I watched it 4 times in one day. You had no life, ma'am. Will you ever do another movie with Tracy Martin? She is so cool. Right back. Hugs and kisses, Sarah Capsbag. Brady, I've written you 22 emails and I haven't heard anything back. Teen Style Magazine says you care about your fans and you're not stuck up. So what's your problem? Right back. If you don't, I'm going to join Leaf Jenkins fan club instead of yours. Your #1 fan, Desi. Oh goodness, Desi. Hi Brady, I'm writing because I just read an article in PQ magazine that says sometimes men who have ponytails are really just trying to cover up a bald spot. You don't have a bald spot, do you? Please tell. I promise I can keep a secret. Your biggest fan, Cena. Hey Brady, what's up? I'm wondering what your next movie is going to be, but I'm also wondering, can you play the guitar? I think you should start a band. I'm in a band. We're called Senator Spanky. Cool, huh? You should be in one too. I bet you'd rock. Well, I gotta start my homework. Right back. Man, his fans are wacko. Hi Brady, as far as dudes go, I'm probably your #1 fan. I'm also a young actor, 12 going on 13, and I'm wondering if you have any tips for me. How did you get discovered? Please help me. Sincerely, J.R. Stetson. P.S. Do you think this is a good stage name? P.P.S. Your ponytail's cool. What kind of hair gel do you use? Oh, goodness. Sent. Georgie Bear, thanks for your message. I miss you too, Sugar. Can't talk though. A lot is happening here. I'm a genius. I'll tell you all about it when I get back. Love, your Simone Stir. Oh my word, Simone, you are so full of it. The subject is Kisses from Nowheresville? What? Hi, Carol. Listen, something's come up and we won't be flying out of St. Louis tomorrow as planned. I'll get back to you when I know something definite, but for now, just cancel that flight, will you please? Thanks, Simone Mueller. Cecil. Cecil, yeah. Things are going better than I could have hoped for. The premiere is off for now. The news is spreading like wildfire. Tell Rhonda, great work. Keep me posted, Simone Mueller. Listen, Cecil, have you been brushing Miss Sparkles? I checked in with her this morning on the webcam, and she's looking awfully bedraggled. She's a very sensitive cat, Cecil. She hates to have a bad fur day. If she's traumatized when I get home, you'll be sorry you ever met me. Woo! Merv, thanks for getting me those contact sheets so fast. The black and white glossies for Destiny definitely need another airbrush. Can you do anything to make his jawline look more defined? Let me know. Oh, goodness. Simone, you need help. Oh, man. There you go. Simone is full of it! I think we looked in everything that we can do. And then I always love it how Nancy's, like, completely invisible in front of mirrors and other reflective objects. I wonder if any of those people up there are actual photos of anyone that's been famous. Maybe. I don't know. Da 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 dun 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 dun. Big Technician's Guide. Yeah, the 121192. Yeah, that's for later. The Houdini transformation! I think if you go back to the right, you might have the thing happen. Ooh, what's that?
Get smart, Nancy Drew. You're wasting precious time. Stop the demolition or you'll never see her again.
That thing could have killed me! Get my agent on the phone now! Stay tuned for Danger throwback. In this case, it's Nancy's head it was aiming for. One, 2, 1, 1, 9, 2. There we go. Do you remember how to do that one? Yeah, they showed up. That wouldn't scare anybody at all, just those appearing out of nowhere. Ah! Who's touching these? Oh,
Maya!
Oh. Well, we're getting locked up. Oh yes, the trapdoor.
These pieces won't
These
budge.
pieces won't budge.
Help! Is anybody out there?
Who's there?
It's Nancy.
Nancy? For goodness sakes. What are you doing down there?
Joseph, you've teleported as well. Everybody can
Hold on,
teleport
I'm
in this
greasing the
game.
wheels here.
Except
I
Nancy,
found a
that's not
secret
fair.
room under the stage. I've got to check it out.
The magician's room. I swear, Nancy, as long as I've worked here, I've never been able to find my way in there.
I found the door, but the pieces that open the door are stuck.
Here, try this. Hurry.
Whoa, whoa, dude, your freaky face is in my
Hey,
face.
it's
It's
stuck
a little
again.
too close.
Hey, it's stuck again. This should loosen things up.
It'll be fun doing the haunted carousel. That one's fun. That one will be up after at least 1 or 2 more games. I'm not sure if we're gonna do Secret of the Scarlet Hand or not. Yeah. Fight the power. Da-da. Wow, this place is freaky.
Rubber is shockproof.
Rubber gloves. Come on, Nancy, take the sword. You can at least smack Brady with it. Knock some sense into him. I really hope that's not sharp. I just hope that's a trick. Tortellini. Oh.
She was just here. Her shoe.
Mamma Mia Pizzeria. I love that name. Unfortunately, Nancy couldn't take the evidence because it would look bad. The best thing for her to have done was to not tell anybody about it and just talk to Sergeant Ramsey. Done. Here comes the annoying puzzle. Dun.
Oh, Nancy. Hey.
I think the kidnapper just moved Maya to a new hiding place. Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
Wow, are you sure? I didn't see anything.
I found evidence that will prove that Maya's being held in this building.
Wow! Evidence. Where?
Where?
I'll talk to you later. I've got to get a hold of Sergeant Ramsey.
See? Teleported again! He's just a male genie, that's all he is. Boop. That would be a problem. Nancy? I think you have bigger fish to fry now. Y'all are gonna be getting the metal ones, right?
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing persons unit, please.
Please hold missing persons. This is Ramsey.
Sergeant Ramsey, it's Nancy Drew.
Hi, Miss Drew.
I found Maya.
You found her? So the case is closed.
I found her, and then she disappeared again.
Good grief. This girl's a regular Houdini. All right. What have you got for me?
I found a secret room under the stage. I saw Maya through a peephole, but by the time I got into the room, she was gone. The kidnapper must have moved her.
A peephole, huh? Are you sure you saw her?
Sir, there's evidence. Pizza boxes and one of Maya's shoes. I left everything where it was so you could see for yourself.
So you think the kidnapper's been using this secret room as a base camp? Well, this is very interesting, Miss Drew. It sounds like you've been conducting quite a search.
Now will you please send someone over to investigate?
Yep. Just bear with me while I try to find an available car. Help is on the way, Miss Drew.
Great. Bye.
Hi, Nancy. What happened?
The kidnapper's been holding Maya in that magician's room under the stage.
You found her? Oh, that's great. Where is she now?
By the time I got through that door, the room was empty.
Are you sure you didn't just imagine you saw her?
I think the kidnapper moved her, but they left some evidence behind.
Evidence? That should interest the police. Have you called them?
Yeah, they said they'll come check it out, but they may not be able to get here for a while.
I'll wait up for the police. You get some rest, Nancy. You're gonna need it for tomorrow.
Thanks, Joseph. I am exhausted.
Can you believe this ransom demand coming out of thin air?
Did they get any information on the call?
Apparently, the call came from north of here, a town called Granite City. Personally, I think it's a hoax, but now the police are convinced that Maya's not in this building.
That's crazy. She was tied up in the magician's room yesterday. I saw her. And the kidnapper must have been here too, because Maya didn't move herself.
Are you sure the pizza boxes were in that magician's room? Because the police couldn't find anything.
That's impossible. Are you sure they looked in the magician's room?
They searched the whole building.
Somebody must have moved the evidence. That's the only explanation.
Follow your gut, Nancy. If you think Maya's still here, you keep looking for her, you hear?
I was backstage earlier, and one of the stage lights came crashing down. It almost hit me.
Oh, Nancy, thank goodness you're okay.
I got another threat from the kidnapper. That creepy voice came on the PA and told me to stop searching for Maya.
The projection room? But who? Someone must have ducked out of the press conference. I was so busy with crowd control, I didn't even notice.
Joseph, I did some checking. You don't really have any family in Greasewood, do you?
Now, what you want to go digging into an old man's life for, Nancy?
Everyone's a suspect, Joseph. You know that. If you have nowhere to go after the theater comes down, then maybe you're the kidnapper desperado. It's not so far-fetched, is it?
Now. I am going to Greasewood, and I'm not desperate. I made up the part about my brother so you wouldn't feel sorry for me. You've got enough to worry about, don't you?
It's only a matter of hours until the demolition. How are you holding up, Joseph?
Oh, fine. Everything's great. Fine. I was up till the wee hours polishing up the lobby. Heck, I'm even fixing to repair the old keymaker so you can give it a whirl. Guess old habits die hard, eh?
Gotta go now.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
Hola!
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
How's progress?
I know you sent the funeral wreath. Now where's Maya?
I don't know what you're talking about, Sugar. Listen, the pressure must really be getting to you. I know a top-notch aromatherapist in town, okay? I'll give you her number.
Come on, Simone. Ginger's 24-hour flower-rama? I believe you've been caught red-handed.
You broke into my personal property? I could have you arrested for that.
It's just business, Simone. You do what agents do, I do what detectives do. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
All right, I sent the stupid wreath, but I'm no kidnapper. I needed something for the cameras, didn't I? And it was a very tasteful arrangement. Should have been for $300. Perhaps I went a little overboard.
A little overboard? You're dreaming if you think that's enough to get you off my suspect list.
What are you doing hanging out with that Falcone jerk?
I'm not hanging out with him, Brady. I'm conducting a search here, and I'll take any tip I can get.
That guy's bad news, and he's certainly not going to help your credibility with the police.
Thanks, Brady, but I've got everything under control.
Just trying to help.
Why are you so interested in helping me?
Well, Maya was kidnapped from my dressing room after all. I just can't help thinking maybe they meant to kidnap me.
Talk to you later, Brady.
Don't be a stranger.
I need a coin.
Hola!
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Okay, I apologize for the long wait. It was, oh my word, it was like 8-9 minutes. Okay, so we are currently, I think, trying to make the key. What was it called? Oh shoot, was it love? I think it was love. We just have to check. I think it was 3. 3 of them. Was it love? I can't. No. It was SUV. That's what it was. SIV? Okay. Well, I'm an idiot. I guess I'll take over now. Woohoo! Got the key. So. Okay, so. See if there's anything more we can talk to anybody.
On the flip side.
You already talked to Brady, right? Okay, so. Let's see if. No. Joseph would not be here, I don't think. Hold on. I love money. Brady Charmstrong. Oh, goodness. Celebrities. Have you ever desired to be an actress in your life, Jenny? Or is that not really your thing? Trying to see, is there anything... Oh, wait. Did you look through this? Ooh. Investigation. Sunny boy, sun-free tanning spray. So he's trying to get a tan, huh? It's not gonna work. Hair growth treatment. Aha! The cat's out of the bag.
Maya's
Literally.
notebook.
Why the Royal Palladium for the premiere of Vanishing Destiny? Was it BA's decision or his agent's? Does he make any of his own decisions? Any history with the RP? Research. Attended a benefit last year to save historic theater in LA, the Galaxy. Interest in saving the Royal Palladium? Do you believe actors should use their influence to champion political causes? Next project? Where does he see himself in 10 years? Have you done anything he regrets to further his career? Wait till the end. Hit him with the evidence. Demand an answer. So they have her notebook as well. Interesting. And let me close the bag. There we go.
Hey, you.
Don't hey you me, Brady, you rotten fraud.
Huh? I'm afraid you've lost me.
You've been lying to me, playing Mr. Helpful
really?
and concerned
That's
all
cool.
this time. I found her notebook in your bag.
I haven't done anything wrong.
What type of teacher would you like to have been? Like a math teacher, English teacher, or something?
You have some nerve. I bet that notebook has your fingerprints all over it.
Okay, Nancy, here's the deal. My real name is Brady Thompson. Simone pushed for Armstrong, more wholesomely smoldering, she said.
Wholesome my foot.
I'm Wave of the Future, Inc., the owner of this theater, great nephew of JJ himself.
But you're an actor. Why in the world would you want to bulldoze a theater?
The place is shabby. It needs major repairs. It's a money pit and a has-been. Not the image I want to project.
Is everything about image with you?
Never underestimate the power of image, Nancy. You are what you project.
And what is it that you wish to project?
When people think of Brady Armstrong, they think sparkling white teeth and healthy glow. Success glows. It doesn't crumble and sag. The hero never rides a has-been horse.
Then why don't you sell the theater to someone else?
When I saw these ritzy theme restaurants popping up all over the country,
really
it hit
cute.
me like pow. My first original
Do you
idea.
still want to be a teacher?
Brady Armstrong's Planet Tinseltown. Can't you see it on the marquee? Grand opening. The lights will say it all.
What does this have to do with Maya?
I've sworn to be the captain of my own destiny. Maya was going to expose me, muck up my name in this controversy. It would have been a dark cloud over the launch of Tinseltown.
I don't care about your name. Where's Maya?
I didn't kidnap her. I found her notepad in the basement with the press pass. I just thought I'd hang on to it for a few days until the dust settles.
How could you withhold anything that might help me find her? How could you?
Sorry, Nancy. Look, you're not thinking clearly. It's obvious she's not in the building.
I understand.
We've searched everywhere.
Call off the demolition! You've got to!
You're the only one who thinks she's here. There's no evidence.
Nicholas thinks she's in the building.
He's an outlaw, and he's using you.
There was evidence. I found a pizza box and one of her shoes.
Evidence that no one was able to verify. Who's to say you didn't imagine that stuff?
Joseph believes me.
He's a confused old codger. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to rally a wrecking crew.
Brady, no!
And he teleported again. Maybe Brady's a magician. That makes a whole lot more sense now. He is the original J.J. Thompson.
Nancy, we could be golden. A package just came from that museum. We may have the goods to stop this demolition dead in its tracks. Check the ticket booth.
I'm sorry about that. It's never fun having a lot of health problems. Dear Mr. Drew, I couldn't find anything written in Mr. Houdini's own hand, but I did find this letter addressed to Mr. Houdini from a closed colleague. Not closed. Closed colleague and friend. What did you do? Lock him up? It seems to hint at the information you require. I hope that this package has arrived in time. I can't. You know what? I just butchered this whole letter. Let's just take it and go. Wait, let's see if Nancy's friends have anything to say. 1, 5, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 6, 8.
Hello? Hello? I got it, George.
Is it Nancy?
I don't know yet. I'm busy talking to you. Will you hang up?
It's Nancy, all right.
I knew it.
Hey, you two.
I don't know, Bess. She sounds a little down in the dumps, doesn't she?
She sure does. What's going on, Nancy?
I just can't believe it. The evidence I found yesterday, the pizza boxes and Maya's shoe, when the police finally came to investigate, it was gone.
What? You're kidding.
And now the police really think I'm losing my marbles.
Joseph. He's the only one who knew about your discovery, isn't he?
Yeah, he said he'd show the police where to go. And wait a second. When I came up from the basement, I bumped into Brady wandering around backstage.
Interesting.
Yeah, he seemed surprised to see me.
What did you tell him?
I guess I did let on that I'd found some evidence.
Gee, Nancy. If you wanted the whole world to know, why didn't you just broadcast it on national television?
Please, George, I feel bad enough. Now it's the day of the demolition and I'm still clueless.
That's not true, Nancy. You've made significant progress.
Maybe you should focus on trying to stop the demolition. Aren't you expecting a package?
Indeed I am. If Sherman
I already got the
really
package,
is a man
ladies.
of his word, that is.
She sounds better already, huh, George?
She's lucky we don't charge her for these calls. The detective support hotline could get awfully expensive.
I asked Joseph where he would go after the theater is demolished, and he said he was moving to Arizona to start a movie theater with his brother.
A fresh start. Good for him.
Yeah, except that I found a letter that says his brother has been dead for years.
Why would he lie? What do you think he's hiding?
Give the guy a break. Maybe he just wants to hide the fact that his life is going to be empty without that theater to look after.
I think Simone Mueller would do just about anything for publicity.
You know what they say, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Even for a kidnapping?
It's like Hollywood has taken over her brain. I'm practically in tears over Maya, and she's trying to dream up a stage name for me.
Aww.
A stage name?
Not just any stage name either. Would you believe Fancy Jackson?
Ooh, Nancy, that's kind of disco.
You're not
bet
helping,
she could
Bess.
pull it off.
Come
This
on,
is
George.
serious, you guys. Do you really think she would kidnap Maya just so Brady could pretend to save her?
In her line of work, Nancy?
Anything's possible.
I received another threat. This time the kidnapper addressed me by name.
Another phone call? What was the threat?
This one came over the PA. Apparently, searching for Maya is a waste of time and I should focus on stopping the demolition, or else.
Well, Nancy, this kidnapper may have learned your name, but obviously they haven't figured out the first thing about who they're dealing with.
I just wish I could see the look on the kidnapper's face when you crack this case wide open.
Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Watch out for weird people!
Watch out for weird people.
Nickerson's Pizza Pies, what can I get you?
Well, hello there. I'd like a large pizza with a works.
Even anchovies, ma'am? I know you have issues with anchovies.
Extra anchovies.
Yeah.
Wow, Nancy. Things
Ugh.
must be getting hairier if you're contemplating anchovies.
Do you like pizza, Jenny?
What's up?
According to Joseph, the St. Louis Historical Society has been scrambling to get the Royal Palladium declared an historical landmark.
And that would prevent the demolition?
Right.
So what's the holdup?
Joseph thinks someone downtown is stalling.
Maybe someone who wants the demolition has been greasing some palms.
Probably. It's a shame because Joseph seems to think they're close.
I wonder if this kidnapper is just trying to buy a little more time. What does Mr. Falcone have to say about the Historical Society?
He was pretty cynical. Said the whole process was a bunch of hocus pocus.
Perhaps Mr. Falcone is using cynicism to disguise his true feelings.
I can't understand how the police could have received a ransom call from Granite City. And why would the kidnappers suddenly demand cash without even mentioning the demolition?
Your skepticism is probably right on, Nancy.
You think?
Sure, after all, Brady did spread those missing posters over half of Missouri. There are always a few jokers who try to jump on the bandwagon in situations like these.
It just makes me sick to think that anyone would try to profit from such a terrible situation.
It's a mixed-up world, Nancy.
I confronted Simone about the receipt for the funeral wreath, and she claimed she just needed something for a photo shoot. Would you buy that?
That's a tough one, Nancy. In Simone's world, where everything is a photo shoot, her excuse sounds just twisted enough to be true.
But on the other hand...
You know me too well, Nancy Drew. On the other hand, Simone's mind is just too devious and much too selfish to be believed.
I was backstage earlier, and I almost got hit by a falling stage light.
Not again, Nancy.
Yeah, who knew there were so many ways to get crushed in this life?
I'm glad you're okay. Do you think it was an accident?
I don't know. There was no one around the stage, so I guess we could chalk it up to the crumbling theater. But why did it suddenly fall when I was right there?
You've got me there, Detective.
Bye, Ned.
Bye, Nancy.
I love that. It's like, who knew there were so many ways you could die? It's like... Isn't it great,
Nancy,
Ned?
you've got to find out what's on that slide.
Joseph said the projector is falling apart and...
We can't wait for Joseph. He's probably roaming around saying goodbye to each and every doorknob. I heard they're about to start clearing out the building. You've got to hurry.
Nicholas, I don't think you...
I'll cover for you when the police come in. This is it, Nancy. Go!
Wow, I didn't remember that ever being a conversation. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I forgot about that conversation happening. Alright, this should be endgame sequence. Or close to endgame sequence, technically. Let's fix the bulb before the police come.
Okay, officers, this is our final sweep. In a matter of minutes, this building will be nothing but a pile of rubble.
See anything, Dino? All clear in here, Sarge.
Okay, let's see. Let's read with that message that we were given. It's true. Oops. Dizzy notion. Okay. Dear Harry, how's tricks? Not that I needed to ask. I've seen the papers, and I know that you're dazzling with the crowds wherever you go. Dazzling the crowds wherever you go. You know something I just realized? She has this freaking projector on, and it's displaying on the screen here You would think they would probably see that if they had gone into the auditorium yet. It's kind of funny. I received your letter, and I must say I'm very intrigued by your plans. This Thompson character sounds slippery indeed. If you want to disentangle yourself from him and you have the opportunity to do a good deed at the same time, I say bravo! What a windfall for a struggling young artist to inherit 50% ownership of a thriving theater like the Royal Palladium. But who is this mysterious beneficiary of yours? A magician, I assume? But where in the world did you come across a woman magician? I have never even heard of one. Is she talented? Once again, your generosity is unsurpassed. I commend your noble heart and look forward to seeing you at the the Princess in Montreal. It will be a auspicious reunion. All the best, your friend and colleague Dizzy Notion. I was certainly dizzy reading that. That was a disaster. Okay. Oh, freaky. I know, right? All these years have gone by, and I don't think I ever thought about that before. At least it's like, see anything, Dino? Nah, and nothing in here, Sarge, either. It's a big old screen playing something.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
Gasp. You would think he would have deleted that. Oh, Joseph. What were you not telling us?
Another secret passageway.
No way. We gotta go find the
switch the
secrets.
power off.
Oh yeah, now you're concerned about it.
Something's missing here.
Nancy, shut up and move.
Hey, Nancy, I've been looking for you.
Everybody freaking teleports to this game.
How did you avoid the police?
I've decided I need to get organized, Nancy. Tomorrow I'm really gonna straighten up in here.
I'd say death by wrecking ball and or felony kidnapping charges rank higher on your list of problems than office clutter at the moment, Joseph.
I think a fresh coat of paint would really cheer things up, don't you?
Look, it's too late to save the theater now. I know you don't want to hurt Maya, or you wouldn't have kept encouraging me to find her.
Do you think the premiere will sell out?
Snap out of it. Just tell me where Maya is.
Don't tell him she's here, Nancy. I will take her away and knock down the theater.
They're gonna knock it down anyway. Please, we don't have much time.
Don't tell him, Nancy.
I know, right? I'm locked in. Nancy, you had a freaking magic wand. You could have, like, turned him into a frog or something, or just smacked him over the head with it. You know? You need to use your brain sometimes, girl. Yeah, stab him with the wand with the gum on it. Yeah. That'd have been very effective. Dear Hiram, the Festival of Illusions begins next week, and every show is sold out. If the public finds out that Houdini has ditched the theater, and that I'm now in business with some anonymous woman artist, I'm liable to have a public mutiny on my hands. More importantly, I stand to lose a lot of money. I have no idea how Houdini ever heard the name of Louisa Falcone in the first place, but I'd like to wring the neck of the fellow who mentioned her. Wait, does that mean Louisa Falcone was a magician? Is it? I never thought about that. I wonder if she, because think about it. He says, some anonymous woman, I'm liable to have a public mutiny on my hands. I have no idea how Houdini ever heard of the name of Louisa Falcone. Huh. I'm not sure. I never thought about that before. I wonder if she might have been a magician as well. I'm not sure. Maybe she hid it, perhaps. I'm not sure. I don't know. They never made that clear. All this time I never thought about it. I've got Houdini's paperwork here, and I plan to sit on it until the festival's over. Yeah, I know. Houdini's on the road anyway. By the time he gets back, it'll all be settled. Thanks for your cooperation. Sincerely, JJ. Whereas J.J. Thompson, owner of the Palladium Theater and resident of St. Louis, Missouri, had signed over one-half of the ownership and said property to Harry Houdini as reward for Mr. Houdini's successful escape from the watery grave, and whereas Mr. Houdini has made the acquaintance of Louisa Falcone of St. Louis, Missouri. The artist responsible for all of the ornamental plasterwork inside the theater, and whereas Mr. Thompson never delivered payment to Madame Falcone for her services rendered, and whereas the actions of Mr. Thompson is failing to deliver payment or credit Madame Falcone in any way for her work, constitute fraudulent and immoral actions, and whereas Mr. Houdini is one of the utmost and honest character. Therefore, be it resolved by the three parties whose signature appear below that any property rights, inclusive and appropriate, of the Palladium Theater vested in Mr. Houdini's interests be transferred to Madame Louisa Falcone in recognition for her unpaid services for J.J. Thompson. Why did Louisa Falcone not sign this? Unless that was a mistake.
3 minutes till demolition.
Oh no! We're all gonna die! Actually, I kind of want the ball to come rolling through. Just, why not?
I must have the keys. I must have the keys somewhere in my bag of tricks.
Nancy.
This one's useless.
This
Come
one's
on,
useless.
come on, come
Wait,
on.
I don't think I grabbed the right one then. All these keys are too close to each other.
Come on, come on.
Huh, I guess I did choose the wrong one.
It's locked.
It's locked.
I can't believe this.
This is honestly kind of funny. There we go. Okay, so it's like that looking one. Yeah, I'll just let the ball come rolling through. I'll save the game first. Fight the power. Help!
Hang on, Maya. I'll
Whoa,
get you out of there.
you're glitchy.
Hang on, Maya. Even Hercules couldn't pull this off. Even Hercules couldn't pull this off.
Like giving me a dead stare. Are you even alive? Any idea how dangerous that would be?
This is useless. This is useless.
Isn't it like a hacksaw?
This is useless. This is useless. I've got to let them know we're up here.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. We're gonna let it just fly on through, cause you know, just cause. Maya!
This is useless.
Whoa. Wait, you noticed that? These move. This. It's not showing properly. You see that, Ricky? When you smack them, it's not showing it that strongly. It's just a tiny bit. Almost demolition time.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Uh-oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh! Ooh! That would leave a mark. Oh no.
I must have the key somewhere in my
No!
bag of
I have
tricks.
to open up the stupid thing. Okay. Well, that's right. I have to save the game. Thank you. You know, it's so funny how Nancy could literally take this sledgehammer and take
I've
on
got to let them know we're up here.
Joseph, but of course she doesn't.
Not so fast, Detective.
Joseph, please let me past.
I can't let you do this, Nancy.
This is useless. I'm warning you. I still got a trick or two up my sleeve.
Blaze of glory.
Joseph, you can go down in a blaze of glory if you want, but Maya and I are not coming with you.
You've cracked your last case.
This is useless. Joseph, this is far from over. Now step aside.
It's all over now.
We've still got time for a grand finale here, Joseph.
I never meant.
Ah! That light!
I love that moonwalking he does. Semi-moonwalking.
Look! The marquee! Stop the demolition!
Dear Bess, I still can hardly believe that Joseph, sweet old Joseph, was Maya's kidnapper. He
Sweet
says he planned to
Joseph?
kidnap Brady with the idea
Pretty
that
sure the
Simone
guy
could
kinda
use her
freaked
Hollywood
out on
connections
you.
to save the theater. But when Maya entered the dressing room, he panicked and grabbed her instead. Plan B was to stall the demolition long enough for the Historical Society to declare the building an official landmark. I guess he's been at the Royal Palladium for so long, he just couldn't imagine his life without it. But desperation aside, poor Joseph wasn't cut out for a life of crime, and pretty soon things were spinning out of his control. Simone's publicity stunts didn't help. At least he was courteous and kind to Maya through the whole thing. Her testimony should help him in court. The good news is that the Royal Palladium is still standing. Once he heard that Nicholas would inherit his grandmother Louisa's 50% of the theater, Brady decided he'd better find another site for Planet Tinseltown. In order to make amends for things, and because he needed some good publicity, Brady donated his half of the theater to the St. Louis Historical Society. Together with Haddett, they should have this place restored to its original glory in no time.
Woohoo!
Not such a happy ending for Simone, I'm afraid.
That's
She
what you
received
get,
an
girl.
official reprimand from the National Press Corps for her stunt with the wreath. Still, knowing Simone, she'll be back at the top of her game in no time. So, here ends the longest 3 days of my life. The premiere of Vanishing Destiny is back on, but I think this detective is going to wait for it to come out on videotape. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
And there we have it. Another Nancy Drew game complete. Woohoo! That was fun. I'm kinda tired. Well, thank you for joining and watching, Jenny, if you're still here. Yeah, this was really good. This was fun. Yeah, it didn't take very long. Oh, that's funny. Bada bing, bada boom Productions. Sure thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really glad that you got to be here, Jenny. It was really fun. I love getting to chat with another Nancy Drew fan. Because, like, literally, like, almost no one that I've ever known outside of my immediate family really knows anything about Nancy Drew. Like, just a little bit of Nancy Drew understanding. Like, someone might read a few of their books or something, but normally, you know, most people aren't, like, fans of the franchise, so it's just fun getting to hang out with somebody else that loves it like I do. It's fun getting to play through these games again. It's just been a long time. It's been a long time. This game came out in 01. Darn, that was a long time ago. That was my birth year. Kinda cool. Originally for girls who aren't afraid of a mouse. Oh man. And there we go. End of the credits. Well, I'm going to get going now, and I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday, Jenny, and I will see you next week. I'll probably be streaming the next game Saturday or Sunday the following week. Do you personally, if you're able to watch the stream, would you personally want me to do Secret of the Scarlet Hand, or just skip over that one and just go on to the Ghost Dogs? Because it honestly doesn't really matter to me, because I will be skipping over at least 2 or 3 Nancy Drew games, because I just personally don't want to go through them. So, I mean, I'll leave it up to you if you would like me to do the Secret of the Scarlet Hand, or if you'd just rather just jump into the Ghost Dogs. Thank you. Da, 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 da. Alright. Okay, so we'll go on to Ghost Dogs then. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so I think we'll probably do next Saturday, which will be, what day is it? Today's the 9th. 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. Okay, so that's April 16th. Okay. So yeah, it'll probably be around the same time. Around 2:30, 3 o'clock, give or take. Yeah, Scarlet Hand is... It's an okay game. It's an okay game, but it's definitely not at all one of my favorites, by any means. I think part of the problem is it's enormously slow. I think that's one of the problems. Alrighty, so I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.